So you've probably clicked on this video to find some information about the brand new season, Season 3, coming into Fortnite Battle Royale. Because with Season 3 approaching and only 31 days until the season actually releases, it's safe to say that fake content will start to appear all over the internet. So this video is aimed for educational purposes on how to spot and avoid fake content. To help get this video out there, all I ask of you guys is to share it with 3 of your friends that you know have previously or currently played Fortnite. Doing this will help the community as a whole spread awareness about fake, clickbait and misleading content in the Fortnite community and across YouTube as a whole. So please do consider giving this video a share at some point. You can even do it while you're watching the video. So you've probably seen in a few of my previous videos that I addressed these topics. It's usually just a quick mention, so I don't really bring much attention to it. But in today's video, we're purely focusing on the actual fake content in the community. So previous creators, I Taught Fortnite, Laserbeam and many other creators have actually created topics about this sort of content. Now in today's video, the principles and methods which I mention aren't just applicable for this upcoming Season 3 fake content, which we're going to see over the next 30 days and also have started to see. It's also going to be applicable for any time in the future and any genre on YouTube. So let's get into this and talk about my first topic, which is probably one of the most important things just in general across the board, and that is your time. So you spend your time watching YouTube videos all the time, you spend your time doing day-to-day tasks, and it is probably one of the most important things hands down. So why am I mentioning time? Because time is something which is important and you can't get it back. So these videos that you watch that may be fake, not every video is, but some are, you waste time watching these videos. And time actually correlates to YouTube quite a lot because the algorithm itself uses watch time to promote videos. So for example, if you watch a fake video for the exact length right until the very end, now what this is going to do is send a positive message to the algorithm itself, like a big tick box, and then the algorithm itself will actually recommend this video further to another user, and then they will see the video, press on the video, and then they'll go and watch the video right to the end again. And this just repeats over and over and over. So the tips in today's video that I'm going to provide for you guys are something that I've used on YouTube from my experience of being on the platform for 8 years. For example, one of the big misconceptions about YouTube itself is seeing a channel with 3.2 million subscribers and 1.4 million views and 103k likes on a video would first give you signs that the video is going to be real. However, as many of us Fortnite fans know, the Season 3 Battle Pass is not just out yet, and you can clearly see that this video is not real, and obviously the like to dislike ratio does not reflect that. So this is when you have to use these tips that I'm going to provide to understand if it's real or fake. So let's get into this. So the first example I've got for you guys is FriendlyMachine. FriendlyMachine is a YouTube user which creates Fortnite content daily. Now the majority of the content that he actually creates does not correlate to what is actually in the game or which has officially been announced. And that leads to our first tip on how to avoid fake content is looking at the title and the thumbnail. Now this is by far the most difficult tip to get across to you guys because identifying fake thumbnails and fake titles without having a deep knowledge on the topic of Fortnite can be quite difficult. Now assuming that many of you do have a deep knowledge on it, but if you don't, that's okay as well. I'll show you guys some other tips in a minute. So without watching these videos, how do I identify fake thumbnails and titles? Well, you can see here, these ones look so realistic. Starting off from the left, we have Welcome to Fortnite Season 3 and a picture there we'll zoom in on for you guys which shows someone holding like a trident and even an impersonation of a developer kit. So when you'd see this, you'd think, wow, this has to be real. However, I've got some bad news for you guys. The thumbnail picture and the title are not official and they're not real. So with that being said, I went ahead and watched all 4 of these videos for you guys, and they only go over history of Fortnite events, doomsday theories, and leaks, which we saw about a week ago in all 4 of the videos. So they're very repetitive videos, but you can see from the first one, the thumbnail and title do not relate to that content. So the second video actually looks, again, really real, but you can tell a little bit that this one's Photoshop. So for me, I'd identify this one as fake because of the Photoshop and the title, because the world reveal. If you've not seen an official reveal posted anywhere else, you know that it's not real. But what they're actually doing here is they're using leaks which creators like me and other people would have put out there, and they're putting them leaks into the thumbnail to make you think that it could be the official reveal. Very sneaky and very clever. but you just have to realize that it's just not real, because in the video itself, it doesn't show any official reveal at all. So that's an easy way to identify, but obviously if you don't want to watch the video, you've just got to look out for them photoshops. And the same applies to the final 2 season 3 videos which he made. Again, these battle pass titles and thumbnails are not real. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about what's in the video. It's the same as I mentioned before, and it's the same that's in the other 2 videos. So you're probably wondering, how do you avoid this? Well, one method could be to follow the official Fortnite channel for when they release official trailers, or follow legit creators. Otherwise, there really isn't a way. However, that actually brings me to my tip number 2. Let's say you've watched one of these videos or a similar video to this from any creator. YouTube have actually got 2 tools built in to improve your recommendations and your user experience. So let me educate you guys on these built-in features. Now, if you guys happen to come across a specific piece of content you're not interested in, you can select the 3-dot menu and then press not interested. If you don't want to see videos from a specific channel, you can choose don't recommend channel. I'll link down below YouTube's official video on how to improve your recommendations in the description below. So I do hope that has given you another insight to tip number 2 on how to avoid and change your recommendations regarding fake Fortnite content. It's just a general thing across the board. It could be applied in any area of YouTube's fields. I'm just using Fortnite as an example because that is an area which I produce content in, but this could be used anywhere, in maybe the car industry, in maybe laptop reviews, hairstyles, makeup and beauty. This can be used absolutely anywhere, all of these tips. So coming in with tip number 3, we have a common technique which fake creators in the Fortnite community mainly use to get you guys liking their videos and commenting on their videos. When you like a video and comment on the video, it sends again positive messages to the algorithm. This is just a general thing which many creators know. The more interactive elements you have in your video, the more likely it is to get recommended. So these YouTube users who produce misleading Fortnite content always aim to get liked very, very quickly. One example of this is HomeOfGames. HomeOfGames, again, you can see the thumbnails on here. Most of these recent thumbnails from him, again on the same topic of that season 3 stuff, is not real and is not in the game. This stuff is just concept, but by the title and thumbnail you can't tell that. So when you actually go ahead and click on this video, it also goes ahead and gets you to like the video very quickly in the first few seconds. This is done by kind of false promising something or asking a question. Now, this is something which technically is allowed on the platform. There is no reason not asking for this, but this is a way for you guys to tell if a video is real or fake. Now, not everyone that does this is fake, because I do this myself. I've done it in the past, but I do it with realistic things. For example, I might say like the video in the next 5 seconds if you're excited for the upcoming information in the video, or if you're excited for the upcoming event, and the video itself is talking about the upcoming event, providing details and evidence for it. Whereas these people will say stuff like in the next 10 seconds and all your skins will be removed from your account, or like in the next 10 seconds and you'll gain 10,000 V-Bucks. Again, them 2 things are not possible. There is no possible way of tracking who likes the video. So that's just the way of telling if these videos are real or fake, depending on if the wording for these like in the next 10-second things is not realistic, then you know that these are probably going to be fake and misleading videos. Now, don't get me wrong, many people do this. There are a lot of good creators that do this. Sometimes they do put the wrong things in, so this is one that you kind of go with a hit and miss, but the majority of content, I'd say 90% that do this like in the next 10 seconds stuff, especially the ones that say there's going to be like a spider in your ear or a spider under your bed, you know, you just know that content straight away is not real and not fake. So I hope that has given you a little insight with that tip there on tip number 3. Now, my final, most honorable mention tip for you guys is looking for videos that are just over 10 minutes. For example, 10 minutes and 1 second, 10 minutes and 2 seconds, 10 minutes and 3 seconds. A lot of Fortnite content doesn't usually do this. A lot of these kind of fake content in the Fortnite community extend their videos a little bit more than 10 minutes over, so they look realistic. For example, my videos are generally over 10 minutes. This video itself, I apologize for being over 10 minutes. I try my best to cram all the information in, but it's key and I have to get it for you guys because I spent a lot of research and time into this. And having videos generally over 10 minutes helps YouTubers pay for bills, subscriptions, V-Bucks, etc. That's why I personally make my videos over 10 minutes, and if there is enough content to make it over 10 minutes, I will. And if there isn't enough content, I simply won't. You can go through my channel and you'll see a variety of videos, some 19 minutes, some 16, some 10 minutes, some 6, some 4, some 2. It all depends on what the video is. The length will be different for my channel. But if your channel is consistently posting 10 minutes exactly videos, that is a clear sign that you could be watching content which is fake. Now, not every channel does this. Some contents may always be at 10 minutes and it may be real good content. It just depends what you're watching and where you are. So I really do hope this video has helped. Feel free to go and rewatch it. Make sure you share it with your friends, and thank you for watching right to the end. My name is Pat, or Postbox Pat. Final question I have for you guys is, would you like to see a series on my channel called Fake But Big, which will go over a bunch of Fortnite creators over 500,000 subscribers and explain, do they produce real or fake content in the community? It's something which does need kind of looking at in the Fortnite community, but I'll only do it if you want. So vote in the poll on screen right now. It really will help me, and let me know if you guys would like to see that, as these videos do take a lot of planning, and to get the right educational information does take a lot of time as well. A lot of research has gone into it, so I do hope it has helped you guys out the most. And don't forget, if you want to stick around, do consider smashing that subscribe, but you don't have to, and I hope to see you guys in future videos. Thank you everyone, and once again, this is Postbox Pat signing out.